Energy is perhaps the most fundamental element in the development of humankind. How to make the whole Finnish energy system sustainable, though? Maybe you could start with a network of energy villages that produce their own renewable energy. Please welcome Pekka Peura from Energy Village 500.
Ladies and gentlemen, our proposal is based on the Energy Village concept. We know from our research that the Finnish countryside could be energy self-sufficient by its own energies quite easily. An energy village is a small region consisting of people, houses, farms of course, but also cultivation grounds, forests, etc. It's an impact area, and the idea is that this small region can provide all the energy this community needs. We also know that this guy living in Jepua village, that we know very well, spends some 5,000 euros every year for buying energy. But this is just the average. So everybody else in the village, in the region, spend as much. So with a quite simple math, we can say that supposing a village of 100 people spends 500,000 euros every year. Supposing our 500 villages, we already have a sum of a couple of billion euros. And this is the sum of money that flows away from the Finnish countryside every year. Also, and what is worst, most of it also flows away from the country. And this is also the sum of money that we could use, or they could use, for producing energy and discounting investments. Only in our very well-known village Jepua, a complete self-sufficiency would mean more than 50 jobs. And with the capacity of producing energy also for others, the impact would be far more remarkable. So I think we should do something. Maybe most of us here, I hope, would think the same. But we have challenges. There are many who don't believe in this, mainly those who today produce energy, quite logically wanting to protect their own business. But then the transition process is a huge, complicated system that we have to tackle. We need, but technology, we need also economy, social acceptance, regional economy, we need legislation, all the elements that belong to the social structuring and this transition process. And also scientifically, we have to involve all the relevant theories of science into a coherent approach to this. So we think large, even China, India, and so forth, but we know that we have to start with small actions, and this is our concept of energy villages. Start small actions and proceed to bigger ones. So our solution is to bring three big things on this arena. The first is the concept, the energy village concept that we will develop into a product. And this product will be a systemic innovation that integrates all the relevant parts, small, single, separate parts we need into a meaningful wholeness. Then we will establish this network to work together. And the third thing is that we will operate with and within the villages. And with a large number of these cases, we expect that we really can create a wave of change starting from the rural sides of Finland. We will put and roll a snowball, growing snowball that approaches the cities. We also think that actually this will be a new societal role for the rural regions in Finland. Beside of primary production is also production of energy, and we have seen the economic dimensions. But even more widely thinking and in the bigger picture, we can see that the whole energy markets might be restructuring. And we have a vision of dichotomy, which means division into two parts. And we expect that beside the prevailing very centralized system, it doesn't disappear anywhere, but its role can change to serve the energy-intensive industry and the largest population centers. But all the remaining green part of Finland, maybe 90-95% of the area, could be taken care by this distributed strategy that we are proposing. We also have quite comprehensive partnership from Sodankylä to Helsinki, universities, municipalities, companies. Please join us. This will be something really, really great. Thanks for listening.